I'm sorry, she did what? Oh, I'm gonna have to talk to that little girl once I see her. Doesn't she know better than to sit here and write all of her thoughts and feelings down in some diary? Like she ain't got no nosy mama that's gonna go reading it. I'm gonna tan her hot when I see her. In here, darling. In the back. Come on back. I have to have a talk with her. Well, it's about darn time you showed up. What do you mean? What do I mean? It's 5 o'clock. I called you at 4 p.m. Oh, pish posh. The coffee's been on the pot for nearly 2 hours. Yes, I prepared extra early for you, 'cause sue me for thinking somebody who said they're going to be on time is going to be as such. You'll have to pardon the curlers today. Bobby and I are going to a work function of his later on. I just wanted to make sure I look extra done up, you know. I don't want the rumors spreading about him about how he's got an ugly wife and such. I will not have such things. Would you like your coffee now? Okay. Cream, sugar, just sugar? Alright, perfect. Well, while I'm pouring this for you, talk to me. How you been? I feel like it's been ages since I've seen you. Oh, I can't stand her. Well, some people just don't change. I wouldn't pay no attention to her. Oh, she's always running her mouth, this and that. Some people are just so rude. Here's your coffee, darling. Now do watch out. It's a bit warm and toasty, okay? Like I said, it's been on the pot for a while. Here you go. You want to give it a second to cool down? That's totally fine. I'm going to put it right here on the table for you, okay? Perfect. I'm going to pour me a cup, too. Me? I've just been busy doing this and that. You know me, just running around. It's just really hard to be the housewife that has it all. The car, the family, the kids, the high-paying job. Yes, the secretary position pays very well. But you know me. I'm just trying to have it all in this little world that we live in. It's hard. That's a little burn, I'm sorry. Have you heard about Miss Cheryl down the street? Well, let me tell you something. The other day, I was at the local Piggly Wiggly down the road. See, I ran into her mama. Sweet lady, truly. See, she was talking to me about this and that, just the run-of-the-mill type stuff. And she told me that little Miss Cheryl over here, her husband, now this is rumored, I don't have the facts, but apparently according to her own mother, her husband has been seen around town behind her back with a woman half her age. Can you believe that? Oh, the times that we're living in now, you just never know. You never know what's going on behind closed doors, I'll tell you. Well, I'll give you tit for tat. See, before you came waltzing in at your own leisure, I was actually reading something that I found. This. Well, I know it's just a notebook, dummy. It's what's on the inside. It's my daughter's diary. I don't want to hear about no morals here. Okay, if you think it's so wrong, then let me see you not read your child's diary if you find it. I'm concerned about her. She's writing these crazy things, and I honestly don't know where her imagination ends and the reality begins. I mean, I know I'm not the most present mother, but this ain't right. I think I'm going to take her down to the local church and have them pray over her. She's been acting up lately. How are your kids? Mm-hmm. Oh, it's their age, darling. They're just running around, causing a muck with all those hormones and such. Oh, I remember being that age. What a dreadful time. Well, I tell you one thing. Being a mother ain't easy, and they don't give you a rule book for that kind of stuff. You're just winging it as you go. While you're talking, I ran down to that new little grocery store that's down the road. It's supposed to be all organic or something. I got these adorable little cookies from there. Let me have you try some here. Help yourself, darling. Oh, I think they're supposed to be this new low carb, low sugar something or another. I don't know. They look cute, so I got them. Would you like one? Okay, I'll put it right next to your coffee for you. There you go. Let me know how you like that. Oh, my goodness. Speaking of rumors, I'm about to tell you something right now that even I myself am having a hard time believing. So, I'm not too sure if you're familiar with this man. He's Bobby's boss. Apparently, he's a bigwig in town. His name is Mr. Sherwin. Older gentleman. Now, he is, in the absence of my husband and the stays between you and I, he is the most handsome silver fox I have ever seen. Whew. Lord, that man is like a tall glass of cold iced tea on a hot summer's day. Anyways, I heard from my sister's hairdresser's brother-in-law, okay, that apparently those beautiful gray locks of Mr. Sherwin's are fake. When I tell you my jaw hit the floor, I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. As handsome of a man as he is for his age, his hair is what is just the most striking thing about him. And to find out that it's fake. A toupee, I believe. A toupee, I believe is what they call it. I think it's something from France. I don't know. It sounds French to me, but apparently this man is walking around town parading his toupee or toupee or whatever, trying to pass it off for real hair. I couldn't believe it. Fake hair. Some people just go to the lengths that I would never believe. And for a gentleman, no less. Lying to people like that, it's just wrong. How's the coffee? Yes, I know it's a little burnt. I'm sorry. If someone didn't take so long coming over here, then maybe it wouldn't be stewing for so long to get burnt. But whatever, we're over that right now. Here's something interesting that happened today. So, you know those Avon ladies that come around? Oh, they're so annoying, but they caught me on a good day today. See, I was getting ready, doing my makeup and such. It looks so pretty. Thank you, darling. Thank you. I try, really. Anyway, so one of them came over. I let him in just to hear him out. And to be honest, I'm considering selling Avon myself just to bring a little extra money into the household. Anyways, she came in with her little arsenal and she was showing me all those pretty little lipsticks and eyeshadows and such. And she showed me a couple of items that, I have to be honest, she suckered me into buying. I don't know if they're quite worth it. Do you mind if you take a look and you can tell me if I was a dummy for spending my money? I knew I could rely on you. So, apparently, this is some cutting-edge technology when it comes to the world of makeup. I laughed at her face when she told me that. I said, darling, who are you trying to sell this to? Do you not see my face? How beautiful and made up I am? If anybody knows anything about makeup, it's going to be me, all right? Let me see what you got. So she pulls out this big fancy suitcase and all. She shows me a couple things. Some of them didn't look worth it. Some of them seemed all right. But the first thing that she showed me, now I will say I invested my money into this because I personally have never heard of something so silly. This is mascara. But apparently, it's not your normal mascara. That's what I said. What in the world are you talking about? She goes on to tell me that apparently this is some new type of waterproof mascara. It took every ounce of my energy to not laugh in her face. So I bought it. You want to try it? Oh, come on now. I'll try it on you. I'm wearing it right now. It's not too bad. All right, let's try it out on you. Come on now. Get closer. Get closer. Okay. Open your eyes nice and wide. Oh, it's not too bad. It does kind of smell a little funny. It's not too bad. It looks good on you. Maybe I'll let you borrow it from time to time. But yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Oh. And here's another thing that she showed me. She pulled this thing out. And I said, what in tarnation is this? She told me that again, some cutting edge technology of beauty and makeup and all that there. This is cream blush. I mean, I've heard of some cream makeups before, but never a blush. I've always powdered my blush on my face. She did a little swatch on the back of her hand, and I'll admit, it was pretty. So she suckered me into this one too. Can I put it on you? Oh, come on, you already got the mascara on. Please, pretty please. Okay. Okay, let me see those beautiful cheeks, girl. Oh. That's pretty. Get the other side. Wow. That is a very nice shade on you. It's not bad at all. This one was a good one. How's that cookie, by the way? Good. Well, I'm not offended if it's bad. I didn't bake the dang thing. Oh, well. I'd figure as such. Some of these newer recipes trying to be all healthy conscious just ain't right. Goes off your taste buds. I'm talking about sugar, butter, eggs, milk. I mean, these are just the quintessentials to bacon. If you're trying to cut all that out, I don't think you're going to get anything delicious at the end of it. Have I got a rumor for you, my lord? So, went to the bank the other day to cash one of my checks. I was talking to the teller. Very sweet young man. Can't recall his name, though. Anywho, he was telling me about one of his high-profile clients. Apparently, it's a top secret thing. They're not allowed to share names and whatnot. Anywho, he was telling me about this man, how he's got a lot of money and he's always in the bank 2-3 times a week, always depositing these big checks. And how he's got this trust and that trust and all this here money. Apparently, this mystery man, whoever he is, went bankrupt care who this is, but you know little old me. I have my way with words. So I asked him, I schmoozed him a little bit. I said, who could this mystery man be? Please, oh pretty please tell me. So I put the squeeze on him, and I got a name. This mystery man, who's apparently so rich, who's gone bankrupt. Apparently, it's none other than Ralph Emerson. Yes, the Ralph Emerson. The man who's been mowing the lawns of everybody's homes lately. And I thought that little side hustle was just something for him to make a little extra cash. Turns out this guy's making some serious money. According to this here bank teller, he lost it all in some gambling hand gone bad. Yeah, that's another thing. Rumor has it that he's a real bad gambler. I'm talking addicted. Well, I just think that was very foolish and dumb of him. If he's going to work so hard to make all that money and just gamble it away on some silly little poker hand, he deserves to lose it all. That's how I see it. Some of us hard-working folk are out here trying to break our backs to make a dime or two. Meanwhile, he's over here mowing a few lawns, and then he's able to bet the whole deed to his house. Granted, he lost it, but it just ain't fair in the world. I'll be honest, darling. I'm trying real hard to focus on the words coming out of your mouth, but I am so distracted by your hair today. What is going on? It's like you didn't even comb it or nothing. There's so many knots and everything. Caught in the wind? That ain't no excuse, darling. Come on now, you know this coming into my home like this on a nice visit. Well, don't act like I don't got a hairbrush to lend you. You know what? You leave me no choice. I'm going to have to comb these through. Come here. I swear, some people just don't know how. You got a big old knot right here. Better than what we started with, but my lord. So much better. Don't you feel that? Oof. Well, thank you for letting me do that, because my lord, it's driving me nuts. So get a load of this. I went to get a pedicure the other day, just my local little shop, and I ran into Peggy. Yes, the Peggy who works down at the Safeco down the way. Right. Anywho, I ran into Peggy. She was getting a pedicure too. But I'll tell you one thing. When I walked in and I said hello to her, she looked as white as a ghost, like she'd seen a ghost herself. And at first I thought it was a little off-putting. Why would she greet me with such a shock in her eyes? So I blew past it. I made my small talk. I asked her how she's been, how the family's doing. Made myself comfortable, a little seat next to her, getting ready to get my piggies done. I sit down and I look down at my toes because I'm about to dip them in the water. And as I look over, I notice her feet. And all of a sudden, I realize why she was acting so weird. This woman has an extra toe on each foot. I darn nearly lost it in that moment. I almost audibly gasped. Yeah, an extra toe on each foot. Now, I didn't want to embarrass the poor thing. I mean, we're out here in public getting our piggies done. She probably wasn't expecting to run into somebody that she knew, let alone me. I mean, everybody knows, to be fair, that I am the town gossip. I might as well be a megaphone with legs, alright? There is no such thing as secrets around me. I'm sorry. Hey, I just say it as it is. I mean, you of all people should know. You're my best friend, okay? But my goodness, I was so shocked. I had no clue she was harboring 2 extra toes. I'll tell you one thing, I wish her the best. Well, here's another succulent little morsel of rumors for you. I was at church the other day, and I ran into one of my old friends, Susan. So we were catching up, talking about the daily, you know how it goes. And then she started telling me about something going on with her son. And I said, no, not little Billy Ray. And she said, yeah, little Billy Ray. I said, what's going on with that boy? She said, girl, you know the liquor cabinet we got in our kitchen? I said, yes. She said the other night, after her and her husband came home, they found the keys to the liquor cabinet missing. At first she thought, oh, silly me, maybe I misplaced it somewhere or forgotten it in a drawer or something. So she didn't think twice about it. Until the next morning when they woke up, she went into her son's room to wake him up for school, opened the door, and found an empty wine bottle on the floor of his bed. And guess what? The missing keys in his hand while he was knocked out, half drunk asleep. Yes, he is still a minor. Yeah. Can you believe that? Passed out drunk. An entire bottle of wine. But you didn't hear it from me, though. Things are not always as they seem in this here little town, I'll tell you. Just when you think you know somebody. Just when you think. These are some crazy times we're living in. Yeah, you never know what to believe these days. I'll be hearing all kinds of things. Oh my. Alright. Well, darling, you're going to have to pardon me, but it's getting to be about that time that I need to start getting ready for my event tonight. Don't want us being late and all. Still got to get these rollers out of my hair. Right. Well, I'm glad we were able to share this time together. And remember, everything that I told you today, keep it on the hush. Alright? I don't want people knowing that I'm a loudmouth. I mean, they know I can't hold a secret, but I don't want to be perpetuating rumors either. I'm just spreading what I know, and that ain't wrong. Alright, now, sweetheart, you can see yourself out, right? Perfect. Well, you go on and have yourself a beautiful little day. And remember, if you didn't hear it from me, who knows if it's true. Alright now, darling. You take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.